we are back. This is the Morning Bright Focus Show. My name is Victoria Chibet. Thank you for staying tuned in. All right, so before we continue with the story, we'll read some of the comments on Facebook. Jacqueline Nyambura is saying MBF Githunguri well represented, present as usual. DJ Marek Bwire is saying Morning Focus TV family, Salamea guest Sana. All right, so someone is saying hi. All right, so you were telling me now that you're now in hospital.
Yes.
And then what happened?
So after going to hospital, the doc injected me with antidepressants and tranquilizers, I would say, so that I would calm down and then at least sleep. But it didn't work. It didn't work. Went back home, tried to sleep for like 1 or 2 hours.
Nothing.
And then the sleep was not coming. Because out of that experience, I've come to learn that there are some issues in life that transcend beyond the medical field. The doctors are doing a great job. But my experience is one of a kind that shows that there are things that you need divine intervention, because finally that is what I sought. I used to pray a lot. I've said I'm one prayerful person, and I believe in God. I'm a born again Christian, and I believe there is hope if you trust in God.
Okay.
So trying to sleep and the sleep is not coming, and praying and asking God, what is wrong? What is wrong with me? I think that is during that period of depression, as I had said, I got a job with the TSC, but I think it's like they saw this guy is not quite well. Let him just go and relax. And then the guy who was number 2 in the interview, they picked on him. And then that's how I lost the job.
For TSC again, or for the private school?
For the TSC. But in the private sector, I myself, I said, I don't feel like I'm able to teach.
Okay.
Because, and I was multitasking. I was multitasking a lot because my subjects are only 2. I was doing like 5 subjects.
Wow. Wow.
So in that kind of confusion and depression, I felt, no, this is just too much. Let me just sign out, and I left the job.
Okay.
Then coming to this one of TSC, I got the job. But again, they said, I think this guy should just go home. He's not okay.
Okay.
So I was laid off. Yes.
Right. So, and then now you're still recovering from depression.
Yes.
Or rather trying to.
Yes.
And you've lost jobs. Then what happened?
After losing the job, life must go on. So I was still under medication. I was taking...
Were you living with your parents then?
Yeah, then now my parents, I had to live with my parents because they were concerned that I'm not okay. And it reached a point that I would say I totally lost the mental network. That is to say, I found myself loitering the streets of Thika.
What?
When you see mad
You
people
mean-
in the streets.
You've woken up from home and then
Yes.
you went to...
I've woken up.
Were
from
you
home.
planning to go do something in town?
Not exactly. I had no agenda. In fact, at that kind of a state, you cannot even plan. You cannot even set goals. You're just there. You're just there.
All right.
So I just found myself loitering the streets. I remember, my mind was not in good state. But interestingly, I can remember some of those scenes, because I think this is to inspire somebody that you can still come out of that condition.
Okay.
There was a time I took a walk I used to stay, actually where my parents used to live is just the estate next to MKU, Mount Kenya University.
Okay.
So I took a journey from home, walked through, I think it is General Cargo Road, all the way to town. Then I remember I went through, there's a place in Thika town they call Equator, towards Blue Post Hotel. I took that route. And when I saw something that has been dropped on the road, whether it is a paper, a bottle, I could see, wait, this thing looks so nice, eh? And then I could pick it. You can imagine that kind of a state. So I was now.
You're picking and putting it where?
I had a small. I don't know where I got a paper bag. This time the paper bags, the nylon ones, eh? Now they're out. The environmental people.
Okay.
So I could see.
You used to pick things
Yes.
from the street.
Yes, but it only happened once. Thank God, it only happened once. If it happened any other time, maybe I can't remember because the state of my mind was not okay.
You couldn't remember a lot of things.
Yeah. So before I went through the road that leads to Blue Post Hotel, I went down. There's a leather company in town.
Yes, yes.
I went down there. I saw some waste that have been thrown, and then I remember I think I saw a pregnancy kit or something, and then I picked it. I saw this thing looks so nice. I put it in the bag. Then I went through. I can still remember that I went through the road that leads to Blue Post.
You're picking.
And then connected with the Nairobi superhighway, Kapanda Ivo. Then I saw this bottle of Lucozade looks so nice. I picked it, and another bag ni kama ilikuwa ya mchele lakini ilikuwa ina shine, so my mind was telling me that these things are good, just pick them. Then I put them in the bag. And then I went back. I went round all the way back to the house. And then my mother saw the things that I had carried. She asked me, what is this that you have brought here? I told her, no, these are my things. So it was that serious. I had already lost my mind completely.
What did she do when you did that? Did she cry?
So, the love of a mother. So she really felt it. I know she felt it, and she was wondering, now what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So that is when my mother decided that now I think we should seek divine intervention. Let us see a priest somewhere or somebody, a pastor who can pray for this guy because it's just too much. That is when I found myself in Nairobi. I was taken to, there's a church in Nairobi I used to worship under Bishop Kamunya, Oasis of Grace. I went there, and they used to pray for me. In fact, I remember I am the one that did the banner of the church. Remember, my talent was still working. So I used to stay with the pastor, and he used to pray for me. That is 2007. He used to pray for me, and it was a process. In Nairobi, I was not so familiar with the streets of Nairobi, but I also found myself loitering. But this time, thank God, I was not picking anything. I was just walking aimless.
At that time, you were walking. Who were you staying with?
I was staying with the pastor of that church in Eastlands.
Right.
So at least they were taking care of me, but somehow it's kind of I was now recovering slowly. I believe the prayers were working. So
you were now loitering still in town.
again, I was still loitering, but
Would you always go back home?
at least I could be able to go back home, even after loitering there. But at least this time round, I was not picking anything from the streets. But it's like I was kind of recovering slowly and slowly. And I'm so grateful to that pastor who really took me in, and they really used to encourage me. Because I used to, in fact, not just doing the banners of the church, I was also playing instruments at times. And interestingly, they could tell me, but Peter, you're playing so well. Are you sure there's something wrong with you? Are you sure? Tell me, yes, I'm not okay. So 0708, 08, I did an interview again with the.
Were you feeling better then?
At least now, I was better. Okay. I would say, in fact, by the end of 07, I was completely out of the depression.
Okay.
I was completely out.
Was it like a process, or
it was a process.
Happened automatically?
It was a process.
process.
It was a process. It was a process. And every other day, I would say I was feeling better. And then I finally realized, oh, here I am. Now I can do my things well. I can dress well. I can cook. I can take a shower. You know, it was a task, I'm telling you. Depression is a bad state. But this one was, I think it was beyond just depression, because the things I was going through, they were really demonic, I would say. So when I came out of that, I now started looking for a job, and
you got a job finally.
I finally got a job.
Okay.
By the close of 2008, I had already passed my interview, and in 2009 January, I was into the job. So, and that is where I've been currently.
Wow.
I think not many people know my story. Not many people know my story. So sometimes they wonder, you may see somebody doing something so well, and then you wonder, it's like these people were just born like that. But I think it takes a process. It takes a process, churning, being cooked, and you come out and you're able to do the things that you do. And I'm so grateful to God. So now, from 2009 up to now, currently, I'm teaching in a school that is in Thika East sub-county, a school that is known as Ngolipa Secondary School. I know there are some of my students who are watching. They are wondering, hey, teacher, you mean umetoka huko kote? So, and
now you're talking to people as well.
Yes, now
Tell
I'm
me
talking
about
to
that.
people. I'm able to encourage people. I'm able to inspire.
What do you encourage them about mostly?
Mostly, I normally tell them that you can make it in life, that there is hope, that you don't have to give up. Even if you go through challenges in life, it is not like forever, because challenges have an expiry date. As long as you remain hopeful, as long as you look up unto God. I like quoting scriptures. Isaiah chapter 40, 28 to 31.
Okay.
The Bible talks of young men can grow weary, they can stumble, but it says that those who hope in the Lord, they shall renew their strength. Their
right.
strength will be renewed.
Okay.
Because when you're in a state of hopelessness, you don't have any strength. You don't feel like moving on. You feel like giving up. And that's why you find even some people committing suicide, and because it's like they're tired, they don't know, they're seeing that they cannot come out of that condition.
Did you used to feel like that?
There was a time I felt like I should commit suicide. But again, some experiences are funny, because I felt on one hand like I would commit suicide, but on the other hand, I also used to feel like I don't want to die. So it was a mix.
Okay.
It was a mix, and but thank God that I was able to come out of it. There was a lot of confusion. Sometimes I used to run away, feeling that maybe some people are coming to kill me, and then again I feel like I don't want to wake up tomorrow because it is too much. So I was there, wondering, should I commit suicide? I don't feel like I should wake up tomorrow. So I was in that kind of a mix.
You were not fully
Yeah.
wanting to kill yourself.
Yeah.
There was a confusion, but
Yeah,
that is a
yeah.
good thing. At least it gave you.
At least there was. I think it was that element of hope that was still in me.
Right.
And
Exactly. Plus.
and I believe, the Bible says in Romans 5:5 that hope does not disappoint.
Right.
And I think that was the thing, because that little hope that is remaining, it is the one that will take you tomorrow. Because when hope is lost, I think everything is lost.
That's very true.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter, for talking to us and for just being bold enough to tell us about your experiences. I know many people know you, especially being a teacher. I know for teachers, many students pass by you, and many people know you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for sharing your story and for coming to Focus TV. Please come again.
I will.
All right. So
I'm so blessed to be here.
all right.
Kuna watu walisema nitume salamu.
Kabisa. Tuma, go right ahead.
So, first to my family, my immediate family, my wife. I know she's watching somewhere, and my entire family. I want to greet you all and tell you that you're blessed. And also my cousins. My cousins are the ones that actually were telling me, go to that session. Usikatai kuenda. And I want to say big ups, you guys are good. And even I want to appreciate my bishop. I am a member of Redeemed Gospel Church in Thika Town. And Bishop Moses Mbogwa is my spiritual father. In fact, my story is not complete because he really played a great part in my life, praying for me. In fact, finally, he's the man that God used to deliver me out of the condition. Wow. And I serve in that church now. Sometimes I preach. I'm in the protocol team and so on. And I really thank God because of all those people. God bless you all.
All right. So thank you so much, Peter. And thank you, viewer, for watching us today. This has been the Morning Bright Focus Show. My name is Victoria Chebet. Remember to tune in today from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Focus Gava with Maina Mungai. He will be, of course, issuing and tackling some interesting topics, especially because his show is all political. So you can send in your comments, your questions as well through our social media handles: Facebook, Focus TV Kenya, Instagram, Focus TV _Kenya, and Twitter at Focus TV Kenya. It will be live on Facebook as well. So don't forget to tune in 8 to 9 p.m. And for me, you will see me tomorrow from 8 to 10 again for Women Chat Wednesday. We're going to be having an amazing session. Don't miss it, right? So have an amazing day and have a hopeful month. See you tomorrow.